Welcome back to 3-Star War Strategy. Your host, Name of the Lord, here with the next war recap with Dirty Dirty. Overall, pretty decent war. We're getting matched up pretty tough up top. Definitely some tougher Town Hall 10s than not only what we're used to seeing, but what we're used to being able to handle. And it's kind of been consistent. This next war is doing the same thing, and I've been seeing it in a lot of wars outside of this place. So interesting. A lot of high percentage 2 stars out of our Town Hall 9s, and very poor performance out of our Town Hall 8s. So a little bit of room to improve, especially like to see the Town Hall 8s do better next war. That said, good war by Dirty. A few replays here. Common internet base. Seen it done this way quite a few times where you drop the loons in, try to get these 3 defenses out. It allows you to drop a hog in to trigger one of these double giant bombs. Thought he went a little heavy on the loons over the wizards towers, but not exactly true. But did go light on the cannons. That does affect him a little bit later. The pathing is a little bit off now, but he deals with it. Interesting thing here is drops his kill squad, and he's got these beefy heroes, and no golems. The purpose of the golems is to tank while you get in to kill the enemy queen, and also to tank and allow your heroes to get deeper into the base. The interesting thing is he has super buff heroes, and I say super because they're super buffer than mine. But I don't think I would ever have that buff of heroes and not take at least 2 golems, because they can do so much work on the base with that tank. They're just so big and burly. It's okay that he didn't. Obviously, it's a 3-star. I'm nitpicking. And he continues to bring solid attacks. So that's cool. Just an idea. And he's going to bring his hogs in here, and they're going to wind up in the same heel here, which I love. And the top half of the base is pretty much already knocked off. And we'll talk about the pathing on these giant bombs when we get there. And you can see his king's down, his queen is still up. Already under a common heel, about to be under another. Knows where this double giant bomb is, so he's going to heal that regardless of where the hogs split. Which is cool. That's how you're supposed to do it, right? Look, healed up there, even though the hogs went low. Now all those hogs up there are still alive, and the hogs below are still in good enough shape to keep going. So, good stuff, man. Didn't really work the way he planned, and sometimes it don't. So he made do with what he had. He had the extra loons and the extra hogs because he had no golems, so he still wrecked the base. Good job, Tim. Keep up the good work. No golems. Just don't see that a lot. Next attack is Box. He's doing a hog. This has weird bomb placements. He has a hole in his base. He's dropping some giants in and getting the full lure and taking out all the CC troops. Stellar move. I believe he has Teslas here and here, and then these are the giant bombs on both sides. But he's going to shatter, GoHo this bad boy, 2 golems, and 26 hogs. Good job bringing in the wall breakers and dropping the jump there. The jump is huge now. Take advantage of the huge jump. I'm going to repeat myself. Take advantage of the new huge jump. Just in case they decide to make it smaller. It's awesome right now. You can do some really cool stuff with this new jump. It should affect how you're designing bases. Just because now you can jump from one. I mean, imagine what you can do with the jump in the core of a base now. So dropped in the hogs and doing a surgical with the giants coming in. I love the surgical deployment right now. You need a quicker heal a lot of times. Another thing to note about surgical is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip the, I'm just drawing here, skip the mortar, 1, 2, 3. No reason to drop them on the mortar. The mortar is not going to do any damage to the hogs when they're on it. So let the hogs path to the mortar. But you can see the pathing on this was a nightmare. The dude's base is a disaster. They basically path. Wow, my drawing's great. They path right around those bombs. The only time it got set off there was when they're coming back down for cleanup. So good eye, box, wrecked this base. Interesting layout, not a great one. But still makes a guy think, and that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So keep up the good work, box. He's a keeper. Set off that other bomb right there. All right, let's see. We got one more. We're going to go a little lower. Sam, I love that attack. I believe this is the one I want to show. It's a GoLaLoon. Yep. GoLaLoon is not dead, but everybody needs to be much more selective on their base picking for the GoLaLoon. It's problematic. People are defending it better with the second air sweeper, and it used to be that it failed because people didn't know how it worked. Now people know how it works, and it's failing because the base is just not set up well for it. So if you're struggling, you're a GoLalooner and you're struggling, you need to practice your surgical hogs. If you have practiced looning, you understand pathing probably better than most, or should at least, and will be good at surgical deployment. You're used to having to switch from giants and targeting loons. So just hitting a giant and targeting the hogs should not be difficult. So consider that, because I think I watch Elite Clans, I watch lots of stuff. Surgical is like 95% of attacks on solid anti-3 bases right now. Surgical hog deployment, surgical GoHos. But good attack here. Like how he decided to go clockwise, counterclockwise versus clockwise, work against the air sweepers. They got 2 puffs off basically the entire raid. Good use of his rage spells. Probably overkill on his level 2 hounds, just because this base is wrecked and he still has, maybe he only has 1 up. That last one just popped. It's better to have 1 left than to have none and lose your loons. But the best GoLaLoon attacks is by far that last hound popping right at the last second. That seems to do the most damage, which means your GoLaLoon is pending good timing. and or luck. That's why I've never been a huge fan, but some bases need to be whooped by LaLoon because they're just set up for it. So good job, Popo. Keep up the good work. Good job, Dirty. Like to see it. Like to see us reel off some wins here. 25 plus. I'd like to see us get on a win streak and get hot. So let's do it. Keep up the good work, guys, and God bless.